Even though bro keeps talking about love and emotion, we have to remember that love converts. My emotions convert into the right resources that you need.
Yo, Aaron, man. This guy, man. Yo, this guy is so funny, bro. He's just what? This is like, you know, well, this is what if you guys know the year 4 big rise, you know about the year 4 big rise. This is what it reminds me of. Waffle Central, just talking absolute nonsense. He's the type of guy on a 2,000 word essay to just try to put space bars, try to put unnecessary words to try to get to that 2,000 words to make it look good. Get this guy out of here, man. He's waffling. YouTube. Welcome back to the reaction video. And today we're back with the reaction video. As you guys can see in the title. Listen, I know it's late, but better late than never. No Shade episode 3. Don't have kids if you're broke. So that's what we're gonna be reacting to today. I know as well you guys can see. Listen, I don't have my braces anymore. My braces are finally being taken off. You know, let me go full screen. Let me show my teeth okay. You know what I'm saying? Like a little smile. You know what I'm saying? Little straight, you know what I mean? That's good. But yeah, that's you guys can notice that no braces anymore. Thank God for that. But yeah, let's get straight into it, man. Well, before we get to the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff as well. As I said, any other videos you want me to react to, drop me down in the comments below, DM me personally. Also, guys, road to 150 subs, guys. Let's make a goal to get to 150 subs. I know we do subs off. We've been a bit stagnant with the YouTube at the moment. I can't lie. It's been about a few weeks. No, maybe 1 or 2 weeks where it's kind of like a little bit stagnant on the subs as well. So guys, listen, if you're new, subscribe to the channel and join the Romz community, man. And if you guys enjoy the reaction videos, a load of raw reaction videos, as I said, you can binge watch too after this. But yeah, anyway, let's get straight into it. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Bored kids don't have them.
The mum and dad's not there for you. What are you doing? Look at her. Run!
Can't afford this. You can't buy nappy.
Shut up, man. You back up dancer, bro.
There's love, feed kids.
What happens to the people that who ain't got the money then?
But that's not what we're talking about.
Who says it ain't?
I hope you know you're moving mad.
What, do you feel pressured?
As long as you're not a bum, you're gonna have some change, especially in the UK.
Some change.
Danny's answers just aren't strong enough for someone who has kids.
Oh, tell me.
Alright, get around, man. Get around.
Mama is this. Welcome to the Wall of Entertainment. I'm your host, Easy Mills, and this is No Shade, the debate show where 2 teams go head to head over one big, bold statement. After every round, they eliminate one of their own. Welcome, my teams.
Yeah!
Today's bold statement is, if you can't afford kids, don't have them. Who would like to go first? Wow, didn't even get a chance.
Before we get into it, what do you guys think of this statement anyway? I know some of you guys might be opinions. If you can't afford kids, don't have them. To be fair, I'll be honest. In this day and age, like, listen, I know back in the day, like, you know, like most people having kids like now, like back then compared to now, because back then the economy wasn't as bad, you know, inflation wasn't bad. You could actually live off one income household, you know what I'm saying? And traditionally as well, like the woman was always staying at home, taking care of the kids while the man was out working, and even a one single income can actually get by. But nowadays, you know, one single income, you can't get you by unless you're flipping your, you know, you got 100k a year or 200k, unless you got business or something. But off like a normal 9 to 5, one income a year, one income stream, sorry, and then the woman's just doing nothing. You can't run. And I think having kids on top of that, kids are expensive. So I probably would agree, man. If you can't have kids, if you can't afford kids, there's no point even having them, I'll be honest. There's no point in you having them. Like for me, like I'm not gonna have kids unless I'm actually financially stable enough to even get them anyway. And at the end of the day, listen, I want peace of mind. And I know I'm gonna say I love kids, but that sounds really wrong. But I know I'd love to have kids on my own, but you know, I want to be financially stable and have a little bit of I need to be mentally prepared for it. I don't think I'm only 20. I'm not mentally prepared to be a dad. Like, that's a bit crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I think I agree with that statement. What do you guys think? If you can't have 4 kids, don't have them. I truly agree with that.
Big father. Lambada. No, I'm joking. Not Lambada. But yes, I'm LV General. I just like to say I'm going to talk for myself here. I'm probably sure no one in here has kids. If they do, put your hands up. Okay, so you do, Danny, so then that'll be the person I'll be talking with. I'm surprised you're over there, though. Yeah, because it don't really relate to people who don't have kids. Like,
Well, we've been children before.
Okay, you have, but have you been a parent?
Time's ticking.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is, you don't need money to have kids. And the bottom line is, 10 seconds is up. Yeah, who's next? Don't worry, I'm going to save it. Yeah, go on.
No, the mum can...
Bro didn't even land anything, man. What's going on? Come on, LV. Listen, LV, episode 1. He was cooking. By episode 3, he's just literally just said no whole lot of nonsense. Come on.
Why are they getting frightened to get this mic?
My point of view is, you're right, you don't have to have money to have kids.
Why
However, I don't think it's fair to be in survival mode and struggling when you have kids. I don't think that's fair.
What about the countries with a poor?
Question is, would you choose? What would you choose? If you're in a position to have kids and afford it, then do it. But if they're saying like, oh, you can't afford it,
then still have kids, it doesn't matter about that. That's love.
Next!
Yes.
Sir.
So I believe that money is only one currency. I also believe it's about time, and I also believe it's about the communal effort that you've got from people around you. The time that you put in and the time that the people around you can put in makes the affordability easy for the whole group as opposed to one person.
Absolutely finishing.
But then we're not talking about that though.
It is, it's affordability of children.
But we're talking about you.
It's TJ. I think you lot are missing the point of the question is should you have kids if you can afford it? By the word afford, it's basically trying to say that living within your means. So if you're not within your means and if having a child will take it out of your means, obviously the answer should be no. Secondly as well, it's a chance for you to sort of break generational cycles in the sense that you can set up your kid, you can give them a good education, put them in the best position to succeed later in life. If you can't afford to do that, you can't do that.
Hi guys, it's Selenate.
Hey.
Hey. To go against your point, a lot of people in this room, they probably didn't have parents with generational wealth and stuff, but did you not get raised properly? Would you not say you're a proper man? Would you not say you built yourself up as well? Like, that's my point.
Yeah, of course they struggled, but they weren't in a position where they couldn't afford it.
Couldn't afford, yeah. There's a big difference.
There's a big difference between struggling and being able to afford it.
I know a lot of people that couldn't afford to raise their kids properly, but they still did. As long as you're not bum, you're not bummy, then...
Don't worry. Thank you so much. Hi, it's Glory. Guys, children are blessing, yes? Yes. Beautiful things, blessings from God or the higher source, whatever you believe in. So when you are given blessings, you have the power to look after it. So when you have children, selfishly going out of your way to procreate and bust a nut or not use contraception. Let me learn, I'm still in the air. And not use contraception is so selfish to now bring a child into the world when you know you don't have the financial means to look after that child. Clothing, housing, those things require money. I think that's abuse.
Yeah, it's fucked, man. I'll be honest, it's fucked. Like, in an ideal world, like, you shouldn't need too much money to raise kids. Like you shouldn't need too money. But you know how the world is now. Like, the world's not sunshine and rainbows, guys. So we do need peace to have kids. Like, I'm sorry, you do. Like, if you don't have peace to get kids, I don't think it's actually fair on the kid to go through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me being like, I'm making 10k a year. I live in a flipping hostel or something, and then I'm literally, you know what I'm saying, I'm having sex with a woman. She gets pregnant. And she has to have a kid on top of that, and I'm to be the provider, and I'm providing 10k a year, bro. And make it make sense, man. Like, you're gonna do jack shit with that much money, on top of a kid. Yeah, long.
Next, abuse.
Hi, I'm Scully, and every time I get on here, I feel like I do some like political stuff. You lot are gonna think I'm some freedom fighter, but really and truly, people should be allowed to have kids if they want to have kids. It's not about your finances. Like we said, resources go way beyond money. And the idea that only people who are up, who have wealth, who are able to, should be able to have children is implying that you're...
That's not how it works, though. We're not talking about if you have to have wealth. You just need to have enough to afford. I think if you make 40k a year, I think if you make 40k a year for your wife and yourself, I think you can get kids. I think you can get by with having kids. I mean, you can't get by maybe having 3 or 4 kids, but it'll be more difficult. But it's possible. You obviously have to make 100k a year, 200k a year, 300k a year to have a kid. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
Is entirely...
The maddest thing as well, I realised as well, like, literally, it's always the ethnic parents always have, you know, ethnic parents, like, they might be like having barely any money, but they're bare kids, though. They have like 8, 9 kids. And they actually manage. So there was actually, to play devil's advocate, you can still actually have kids and you're not able to like have that money, but still raise them all right. So that's what I'm saying.
In your bank account.
We're not talking about wealth, we're talking about affordability.
But what is can't afford is
Can't afford this, you can't buy nappy. You can't even go Lidl and buy the Lidl brand nappy, bro. Come on, man.
You're overdoing that.
Allow it, man.
Next.
I personally feel like you guys are kind of taking it off topic. 100% you can have sex for free and have a kid. But when it comes to bringing a child in a world where you can't provide for them and give them everything that you need, I just feel like yeah, it's being selfish, bro. Like, I don't think people are putting in the... No, 100%. And that's the reason why I don't have a child, from my personal experience. I don't think I have the means to bring a child into this world and buy like a 5-bedroom house and stuff like that and accommodate them.
So when will it be enough? How do you decide when it's time?
I feel like when I...
End of round one.
Donna, it's a tense one, isn't it?
Okay. Right.
Because we didn't get a chance to say stuff.
That's the
I
end.
think if I had to pick whoever's gonna go, I think this guy's gonna go, and then with one of them, I don't know, because I think the 4 ones all made a good point. Or maybe LV could go. To be fair, I don't know. It's either them three. I think the woman will stay. I think yeah, I don't know who to say for 4 though. I'm trying to think. If I had to pick one, I'm just gonna say Deji.
No, it's a tense one, isn't it?
Okay. Right.
Because we didn't get a chance to say stuff.
That's the end of round one. I can feel the tension rising in the room. Round one, you know how it goes. I'm going to come over to you. You have to decide who is the liability in each of your groups. I'm going to start over here. Deji, who do you think is the liability in your group?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say Telvin. When Sels challenged him about, obviously, his upbringing, I don't think he had like a valid comeback to that.
There's, okay.
You do me like that?
Glory, who would you say?
Deji.
You're saying Deji is the
Yeah,
liability.
because everyone else's points were strong. You put yourself up for grabs, so I'm grabbing it.
Okay, ooh, pause. Grabbing it.
I can't lie, yeah. I was debating picking Danny because I feel like as the person with kids, she should have come with a much stronger argument with a bit more vim. But I'm gonna pick Deji.
Oh, okay. So how we've got 2 for Deji.
And I trust in her for the next rounds as well. So yeah.
Danny, Mama.
I'm going to pick Deji because, like he said, he hasn't got kids. He's not planning on having any right in this moment in time and stuff. So I just feel like his arguments will be pretty like the same thing over and over again. So I'm just like going to get rid of him and then, yeah.
Alrighty then, Deji, you have been voted out as a liability.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I feel like my team, I have a lot of faith in them. Coming from, obviously, we've seen Glory, always here for Glory. Danny has a child, and Telvin's my guy, man, so he's got this. So yeah, let me sit my butt here.
Thank you for that nice roundup. I'm coming over to you guys. Who would you say is a liability from your team and why?
Scully.
I thought you were boys.
Mainly because when he's speaking, he's not speaking from an experienced point of view.
Okay, LV, who have you decided is the liability and why?
Based on what I saw, you had a good point. You had him frazzled when you said about his upbringing. Scully, you said the right things as well, and so did my G, but I'm gonna go with you because I'm not familiar with what you're, you know what I'm saying? I don't know your direction just yet, and plus you ain't got kids. You understand? And he's from Lewisham, I'm sorry. He knows Wagwan, innit? So
South London can never unite.
I know, even when you're even here.
I'm sorry, I was trying to
Wait, I missed that. What's him from Lewisham got to do anything? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Who would you like to eliminate and why?
Right, I would have initially said LV because you kind of fumbled in the beginning, didn't have a point. But I feel like you have a lot to say because you're a dad.
That's what I was.
Exactly. So no, I'm keeping you.
That's why I fumbled.
So I would say Aaron. I would pick Aaron.
Same as you, though.
Go on, who do you want, Scully?
I want everybody who doesn't think people should have kids to get off.
He's waffling.
Scully, take a seat. Scully, take a seat.
Welcome to Liability Gang. Wafflers. Yeah, go on.
Okay, thanks for that lovely handshake.
Yeah, what, yeah? You got coming right now. They're nothing, Carl, what? Yeah?
This?
To them.
Round.
Subscribe.
He's from Top Boy as well.
Round 2. Who would like to go first?
Me.
Mama Bear.
Obviously, I am a mum. For me, as a mother, stress levels that you have when you're pregnant, after you're pregnant, when it's a toddler, as it grows up, you do not want to have the stress of money as well on top of that. That will make you so snappy, like a horrible, like you just don't want to have that situation for your kid. I would never want to put that on any kid or my kids. And I've seen people like teen mums and like go through things where it's like, it's really bad. So
next.
So, I'm getting emotional about it.
Oh.
Can I ask you a question? Are you still with your partner? Or do you get that support?
Yeah.
So talking from someone who's got kids as well, yeah, there's a lot of people out there who are broke. that different countries can't afford it. And I don't think that's fair what you're saying, that they shouldn't have a kid because they can't afford it. Because what about the countries out there who are poor? What do we do then? What, tell them they can't have kids?
Yeah, but they live in a different world where
to their economy.
Their economy is different.
What do you mean
So
to their economy?
it's to their economy, so it's not the same.
So that means that because it's their economy, it means they're not allowed to do that.
No, they are, because it's different.
We shouldn't judge it off economies. It should come down to the person.
Man, come on, man. You know you don't believe that shit. He was making a good. He does still make a good point though, because as I said, like the currency difference between different types of countries is completely different. Like a third world country, for example, that's why they put on way more kids, because they can actually, even some third world countries can still survive off one income. You know what I'm saying? So compared to like in the Western countries, got America, UK, all of Europe, all that type of stuff. Basically, South America too. The demand as well, the demand and the inflation is up the roof. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's why it's like a lot more people less likely to have kids, because due to the economy. The economy is different from like the Western countries all the way from third world countries as well. Like you have to realize that the standard is completely different. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. And maybe this might be a bit of a controversial take. I think just maybe in general, I think nowadays in the Western world, a lot of people don't value kids. I just generally think in this day and age, a lot of people don't value kids compared to third world countries. They still have that mindset where like kids is more important. Like it's important to have kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's just what I truly think anyway. I mean, I do see what LV is coming from, but Carla, man, you know exactly what you're talking about. You know exactly that you're not convinced of your own point. Come on, man.
And like yourself, you're living it. I'm living it. I don't think it's fair to be the judge of who should and who shouldn't have kids. Do you understand?
It's not about that though. It's not about me saying.
But you're saying it's because you can't afford it.
Think that
money is not the reason why we have kids.
Yeah, of course
and that's
not.
what you're basing it on.
But you should be able to support your child on your own.
With or without. And that's what family's there for. That's what supportt's there for.
Not everyone has a supportive family though, babe.
But then what happens to the people that ain't got the money then? They shouldn't have kids.
Glory, tell them,
shut it.
Who's looking after the kid then if they can't afford to pay it?
What do you mean they do? That's like you grow up as a parent. As a parent, you grow up as a parent.
Do you know what I'm finding interesting with this debate is, rightfully so, like 60%, you're acting as if like having a child is by right, no matter what my situation is, as if it's like an addition to a way to show that I'm able to have kids. Like, look at my kids, fine. But those children are their own human beings that deserve to be raised in a household, whether it's one parent or two parents, where they can afford basic necessities. I don't think it's fair where you can see your reality where the roof over your head is leaking, or meal to meal every day you're struggling, then you want to add another child to that.
Exactly.
That is so selfish.
That's not fair.
And that's dark.
That's not fair.
It's not nice.
That's not fair.
Children come through love. You obviously don't see it that side.
Yeah, that's selfish. That ain't love.
Okay.
I just want to remind the opposite team that affordability can change almost instantly in some lucky circumstances, but in less lucky circumstances, it can change right after the kids have come. So if you started not being able to afford them, maybe the drive and the gumption that it's given you will transition you into a new place where the affordability starts to kick.
But that's not what we're talking about.
This guy's waffling, bro.
But that's not what we're talking about.
But that's because you're not talking about that. Doesn't mean I'm not talking about that.
Oh, this guy's waffling,
That's not the question though.
Who says it ain't?
Me.
Okay, guys.
Exactly.
Yo, why do they keep? Hey, listen. Why do they keep diverting the topic? Like, come on, you know he wasn't convincing what he said.
Because you said it isn't.
Next.
I think just going off what you said, yeah, there's also the flip side that once you have a kid, a lot of your time and resources are now stretched by this kid. So it's also going to be a situation where it's going to be harder for you to even make money and take yourself to a situation where things are affordable. The main thing about this whole situation is if you can't afford to have kids, you're in a position where you're not buying them basic necessities. And it lies in the word necessities. You cannot afford to buy necessities. No child should grow up in an environment where they can't have basic needs.
What if you couldn't afford it, you had them, and then now you can?
But that's not the question.
That's not the question.
That's not the question. That wasn't the question.
You're adding things to the
You're
question,
adding
yeah?
stuff to your own. It's annoying me.
I feel like as long as you're not a bum, you're not sat there doing nothing all day, have kids. Because kids grow up with love, right?
Love feed kids.
But I'm saying as long as you're not a bum, you're gonna have some change, especially in the UK.
Some change.
You get support from the government.
So all three of them waffling. They got to do what they're gonna do, man. They got to do what they're gonna do. But yo, it's just top tier waffling at its finest.
To build your kids, yeah, you do. Well, everyone here is rich. Everyone's parents, everyone's families, they're all being rich. You're basically saying, you lot are basically saying, if you ain't rich, don't have a kid.
No,
so
we're
what's
saying if you
reason for
can't
having a kid?
afford
Be able
it.
to afford it. You can afford to have a kid.
You could be making 30k, and that you could afford it through that. You could be making 20k.
That chair there is looking warm.
End of round 2. How do you think your team is doing?
Hey, listen, they got it, man. They got it.
How do you think your team's doing?
My team's very strong. They've got an easy choice, man.
Okay, and if you was on that team, who would you get rid of? You said it was an easy choice.
Yeah, I'll say my dad, but yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm
That's
coming
sexism.
over. I'm
That's sexism.
Is that what
I'm
you're on?
coming over
Is that
to
what
this
you're on?
side. Okay.
He's a chief as
You
well.
know the rules. Who do you feel is the liability, LV?
Okay, based on what I was listening to, you both had your points, but like I said before, Sells gets caught up in the motions of what she's saying, so it starts
Not sleeping on the other guy, man. Listen, I know Sells didn't do as good, but I would pick him. Yo, Sells was actually trying to make an argument. I know it wasn't out of nothing, but he's trying to make an argument. But him, bro,
come a bit. And that's the only reason why, that's why you're there now, getting put in the mix, because you're letting the thing get to you, you're going into something. You need to jump, you need to jump out of that.
Sells, I feel it. I'm the same as well.
Yeah.
He's not rattled me, bro. That's why I'm
Sells,
sat here now.
who do you feel is a liability?
Aaron, only because LV's got a very strong point with what he said to dad. He knows more. I feel like he's more passionate as well. Like he's saying it from his guts, his heart.
Is LV actually saying anything apart from that he's a dad?
Word.
It's love.
It's love. It's love, innit? It's love.
That's what I'm saying.
It's lived experience.
I ain't gonna get moved off my stool. I know what I'm talking about.
It's lived experience.
Can't change what I'm on. I know what
He's
I'm on.
living reality. He's talking the truth.
The truth, and that's what they want, the truth.
Okay,
Not man who's talking who ain't had kids.
You ain't lived
Or
it.
not a dad who's chatting, ain't had kids.
You
Like,
never been there, Tevin.
Shut up, man. You back up dancer, bro.
I didn't disclose whether I have kids or not.
Aaron, who would you say is a liability and why on your team?
I'm gonna say Sells because we really need LV on to fight, you know, with the passion that he's got in his heart. Also, she's not speaking from experience.
Neither are you.
Neither are you.
Sorry, thank you. Okay, sorry, Sells. They have said that you are the liability. Who would you say is a liability from your team and why?
It's a techie one still, because I'm caught in between these two, and like I just feel like Danny's answers just aren't strong enough for someone who has kids.
Wow. Danny was nearly close to tears.
On second reflection, I'm gonna keep Danny in.
No, like it's a.
Alright, get her out, man. Get her out. You know what? Get her out here. Get her out here.
Composure, please.
Okay, Glory, who are we saying is the liability of this team?
It's really hard because Danny's a mum.
Right.
Word.
We need a parent.
But she didn't like that.
Yeah.
But
You know me and you argue better. You know that.
All right, fine. You want to take that?
No, wait, I'm annoyed. No, do you know what? Do you know what the issue is? Before I say what I want to say, you come forward and the emotion and the passion is there, but like the arrow isn't quite
straight.
Oh, damn.
Do you know what I mean?
Got hit, love.
So I'm gonna say Danny, I'm so sorry, girl.
Wow. That just shows. That shows. That
They
should
got
show for
rid
you.
of the
Should have been over there.
mum.
I'm
Should have been
sorry.
over
That
there.
is so
You got too much passion.
peak. LV and her are the same, but I'm sensing misogyny.
I warned you about that side. I told you about that side.
Because LV hasn't really said anything about I'm a dad though, I'm a dad. Danny, even though I'm so sorry.
I'm voting Telvin for saying that.
Okay, so
It got personal.
So now all we've voted each other.
sorry. But Danny, you have been
My
voted.
bad, Danny.
I'm gone.
I love you really,
Sorry,
my bad.
Danny.
Now,
I'm
guys,
so
we
sorry.
stay strong. We stay strong. We stay strong. We stay strong.
We are round 3 now, okay? We have LV's son.
Yeah, it can be.
Who do you guys got? You got LV and Aaron, or you got Telvin or Glory? What do you guys think? For me, it's got to be Telvin and Glory, man. I think they got it. I'll be honest. I think both of them are strong. I'm surprised Danny did go because obviously she has the experience. But to be fair, I do hear what they were saying. Like literally, she was just kind of having the emotion. The emotion was there, but the argument wasn't argumenting. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't arguing properly. You know what I mean? LV's waffling, and Aaron, don't even get me started with Aaron, bro. This nigga's waffling, bro, and he knows it too. He knows he got away with murder, man. I'm surprised he didn't get voted out the third time, but listen, this is how it is. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we'll see what happens in the last. And this is not the final round. This is the second to last round, the penultimate round. So let's see.
Oh! I'm just no, because you're like daddy and son. That's what I'm saying.
He's sensible.
That's what I'm saying.
You can call LV daddy.
We're dealing with children. We're dealing with kids.
Round 3. You know the question. You shouldn't have kids if you can't afford them. Who would like to take the floor?
Go ahead, ladies first, man.
If you can't afford to have kids, don't have kids, because quality of life is dependent on the unit of the family, the kind of parents that you have, but mainly on the environment and what they have access to. And money is a great form of access to the necessities that everybody needs on planet Earth, including children. And I feel like if you're basing it off of love can only go so far with all relationships that we have with other human beings, especially parent to child. Money has to be in there. Money has to be in there.
Next.
Yeah. Thank you. It sounded good, but it was dead. So boom, as a father...
I didn't know you were a father,
as a parent, then, should I say, if I haven't got the money, my kids don't care about that. All they care about is my time. And times are something you can't
quantify.
Thank you very much, sir. So, saying that, I feel like that just kills whatever you're gonna say afterwards, because time is the main thing, and that's what the kids want.
LV.
It's not about what you.
Then again, let's be honest though. It's not. You can say time, but then what if you go to the shop and they say, "Oh, Daddy, I want that, but you can't get it." So is it necessarily always time? Yes, I agree. It's time as well. But other than that, really, I don't say it's just always time. I think the money just play a big part. Like. So the thing about saying times, you need the money, man. You need the money. Money facilitates everything, guys.
I may say that the kids feel the lack of money.
I'm telling you now, if your mum and dad wasn't there for you, what would you be doing?
The kids feel the lack of money.
Your mum and dad's not there for you, what are you doing? Look at run.
The kids feel the lack of money.
Keep running.
I think there's been a lot of talk about like time and love, but like we need to take it back to the basics, affordability. How are you feeding them with time and love? No, I haven't.
LV,
understand.
LV,
And I just want to say, the fact that I don't have kids is also testament to me agreeing with the statement, because I want to put myself.
How old are you, my brother?
I want to put myself in a position
where 31.
Not only I can afford, not only I can afford kids. I want to be able to afford kids and give them a good upbringing.
I hear it. I
also want to break the cycle, because I grew up in a place where, like, I'm not going to say my parents couldn't afford it, but they were living like paycheck to paycheck. No, I wasn't at all. Like, I wasn't at all rich.
They
like,
probably
my parents
struggled a bit as well.
They struggled a bit. They struggled a lot.
But they still had you.
But they could afford me,
and
though.
brought you up to be a man.
Okay, next.
All right, deal with the shoot, man.
I just think that we have to remember that even though bro keeps talking about love and emotion, we have to remember that love converts. My emotions convert into the right resources that you need.
Yo, Aaron, man. This guy, man. Yo, this guy is so funny, bro. He's just what? This is like, you know, well, this is what if you guys know the year 4 big rise. You know about the year 4 big rise. This is what it reminds me of. Waffle Central, just talking absolute nonsense. He's the type of guy on a 2,000 word essay to just try to put space bars, try to put unnecessary words to try to get to that 2,000 words to make it look good. Get this guy out of here, man. He's waffling.
So, like I said before, a lot of the time you might start without the money, but because you've got the love, you can convert it and bring the resources into the situation.
You can't convert love to money, bro.
So love can turn into Aptamil.
So what I'm trying to say, love can turn into many things, of course. Of course it can. All
I'll ask him that
you have to do is just believe and stay consistent.
Get this guy, get this nigga gone, bro. It's gonna be LV versus if I had to pick, I'll probably say LV versus Glory.
Okay, so that is the end of round 3. You know the deal. Unfortunately, you don't get to vote for each other. This time, it's down to your ex-teammates. Who would you say is a liability from your team?
Obviously, LV's got the emotions, they're running high. and that's how he's structuring his argument. But it's gonna have to be Aaron. I heard what he was saying with the alchemy thing. Yeah, it's facts. Energy becomes energy. Yeah, but they're not really understanding. So because they're not on your level, can't sit down. They're not ready for that argument. You're not there, guys.
They're not elevated. They're not.
Third eye is not open. It's wide shut. It's wide shut still.
Cells.
I feel like LV, man, you got this. So Aaron, come take a seat.
Yeah. No, I love you. Respect that. You done well, man. You done well.
I'll be big daddy. That's what I'm saying. Beat your chest. Go on. I know you want to beat it. Yeah. Over to you guys. Who would you say is a liability from your team, and who's going to take you through to the finishing?
It's gonna have to be Glory. Glory, go and get us the glory. You're passionate about what we're standing by. Telvin was unfortunately drowned out by LV and his shouting. So I'm gonna have to go with Glory.
Talvin is a liability. Soz. Danny, I feel like you still got a vendetta against Talvin. So
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I can tell, babe.
I'm just gonna vote Telvin. I don't want to talk about it.
Mama is pissed. Okay, we're gonna go to the final round now. It should have been Dad v Mum. Okay, so this is the head-to-head, the showdown. This is the time where you have your final arguments in order to win. So who would like to go first?
You're the big daddy. Go first.
Not the big daddy.
No, on a respect thing, go first.
Go on, daddy. Here.
Thank you. Do you know what I want to do this time? I know it's going to be a bit mad, but I'm going to do it anyway. What was your upbringing like?
It was actually quite decent.
So you had everything?
Everything I wanted, like music lessons.
What do you call affordable, by the way?
Being able to have a minimum of 3 meals
what is minimum?
a day.
Minimum 3 meals?
Let me finish.
Sorry, go on.
A minimum of 3 meals a day, being able to have access to clean clothes, and also extracurricular activities whilst still being in school. So that's sports club, after school club.
Would cost?
I wouldn't.
Roughly.
I don't know how much that is. I didn't have to worry. The point is, I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't feel the lack of it growing up.
And did money come into it?
Yeah, of course. My parents had to pay for that.
So how much was it? I'm saying, what kind of money was you spending?
It was a lot of money, but
what do you call a lot of money? What's a lot of money?
I didn't raise myself.
I know I'm asking you these questions.
So
obviously you wouldn't know because you're not a parent.
I call my mum for the invoice over 25 years.
So now on the parent side, which you don't understand, I'm back.
He's trying to home in that he's a parent. It's not like, come on, we get it. Like, we get it. Like, I didn't actually, guys. Did you know LV was a father? I didn't even know, to be fair. I just found that out. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm flabbergasted. I didn't know LV was a parent.
To explain it to you. That's what I was trying to see what you're saying and where you're going to go with it.
Because you asked about my upbringing.
And you obviously don't understand upbringing or anything because you're talking
how did she not understand? Like, what do you expect her to do? Do you expect her to do the calculation ahead about how much money spent on her? Like, same because I'm basically the same as her. Like, I had a decent upbringing. I didn't have to really worry about talk about the basic necessities. Obviously, I wasn't broke rich. I wasn't broke with a lot of money, but I was enough to, like, as I said, 3 meals a day, clean clothes, extracurricular activities, a roof over my head. Those are the basic necessities that I didn't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
During my upbringing.
You was, but you're not talking in the parts what I'm trying to work out.
So you have an answer in your head that you want to manufacture.
You let me do my answer.
So just ask what you want to know.
As a parent, which I am, and you're not, you won't understand where I'm coming from. So what I'm trying to say to you now is, your upbringing sounds jolly. And all these things, we had this and had that. Some people don't have that, but that doesn't excuse that you must not have kids. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Money don't make children. Love, affection, time.
Yes.
All these deeper things what you probably are not talking about because you're only on about, I had this, I had 3 meals, I didn't get 3 meals, I might have got 1. So what? At least my family's there. At least I got support. At least I got people around me. At least I got the right energy. What's going to make me be that person when I grow up. And furthermore, another thing about parents, we don't know everything. You got to learn it kind of yourself as you're going through these steps. So it's a deeper thing. And thirdly, I should be talking to Danny. You lot take the over there to have you up here, someone who ain't got a child, and someone who has got a child who can actually talk about this to me.
Oh wow,
Danny, I would never have done that to you if that was me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even your group's clapping.
Throughout this whole episode, I've treated you with the utmost respect, I haven't sworn
I
at
won't
you.
lean onto you, sorry, I'm just a bit passionate.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
so sorry.
I can understand that you can be passionate as a parent, but there's still like a level of respect.
Yeah, I'm
that,
sorry,
you know,
I apologise,
do you know what I
if I
mean?
come across a bit...
And Danny's situation is unfortunate, but like what me and Tyler said, like...
It's unfortunate?
Not as in that she got eliminated as her
Because
mother.
you made that choice, and you're not a mother.
And we explained that choice.
You're not a mum. Sorry.
LV...
Just
As
saying.
I continue my point, one of the main points, I have a question for you down the line, but one of the main points I want to really highlight to you, you're a parent, but I've been a child. I've been a child in my household. Like I said, I briefly told you how that was, but I've also grown up with friends who have felt that gap in the access of the things that I was talking about, basic things like clean clothes. There were children in my classroom where I could see that, okay, they're not getting fed as much as, you know, your standard child should do.
But what is the standard?
When there were school trips.
What is the standard?
When there
What
were
is the
school
number?
trips, they couldn't come on the school
Okay.
trips, or £1
I didn't go on
mufti
school
day,
trips sometimes.
they couldn't do that. There is love, right? But I feel like the first action of love when it comes to children and being a parent is to understand before you make that decision of making love and conceiving the child, is considering the environment that you're in.
That's your
because
point.
if you look at it and see that
That's
you're in
your opinion.
poverty or that you can't afford yourself at the moment, adding another child to that, that's not a form of love. It's not.
Okay, I hear you to a point, but that's your opinion. You can't judge.
That's why we're on this show,
No,
LV.
but I'm saying
What's
that's
happening?
your opinion. That's
Yeah.
your side of it. Well, my side of it is you don't have to have money to have kids. That's what I'm saying. I've lived that life.
Okay, that's why
Well, this is the thing about it, you don't have to have money to have kids. What's the definition of not having money? Do you mean not having money in terms of making 100k a year, or having money in terms of making barely like the bottom of the barrel type of money or minimum wage? Because I want to make that clarification because then I can actually judge on what they actually mean. Because I think they might be in the same alignment, but he probably might be thinking you have to be making 100k a year, 200k, something man like that, compared to what LV thinks is probably like 20 or 30k. That's what I truly think anyway.
I haven't lived that life.
That's why you're
So we
on
can't
that
have this
side.
conversation. Do you understand, sis?
But
that's what I'm trying to get at. I should be talking to Danny.
But Danny was on the same side as me
Danny
anyway.
did agree with me being up there.
end of. I hope you know you're moving mad, by the way.
I'm not.
You are.
What, you feel pressured?
Okay,
You are.
guys.
Alright, sorry then. I
Okay,
apologise again.
you are.
Okay. Everyone,
Just
should
being
we all
real.
take a deep breath? 1, 2, 3, and in. I think we have all come to the conclusion that LV really believes that Danny should be on this side because Danny is the mum. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring Danny up.
Bruh, no, I'm not about to.
This is the time.
Nice plot twist.
I'm really interested and excited for this because we do have two parents, for and against, okay? Danny, if you would like to go first, because we've heard a lot of LV.
Thank you.
There you go.
I completely understand what you're saying, and I completely agree with time is worth more than money when it comes to bringing up kids. I completely agree with that. Like, honestly, I've seen so many parents that have an abundance of money and their child is still striving for attention from their family, okay? However, I've also seen the flip side of that where the child is brought up into poverty in the way of not having the means that they should have, and they watch all their friends around them have everything or whatever. They still have the love there, but what I'm saying is it's like they then go on to become quite broken adults, some of them. They then go on to become like they're striving for like weird things in their lives because they're constantly striving for what they lacked when they were a child, which then like gives them a weird diffusion of who they are as an adult. Whereas if they'd had all that stability in the start, they may have been different people as they grow up. So for me, I'm not saying love isn't important, because it is, but I'm saying that if you're bringing up children where you're stressed, you've got high levels of cortisol in your body because you're like, where am I finding this money? Where am I going to do this? Oh, the kid wants new trainers and I can't afford it. They're going to cry. I don't feel like you can be the best version of yourself when you're struggling to afford to pay for a child.
But don't that evolve like individually for that type of person? Like not everyone's the same.
Yeah, of course.
So you're talking for either yourself or someone else's. Do you know what I mean?
But I'm saying I've seen both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
So for me,
Yeah,
when
for
you've
you.
seen both sides of the coin...
But for you, what's your opinion?
My opinion is, if you feel like you're struggling financially...
One more, Danny, so you need money, you do need the mullah, you need that shmoney to have that kid. have all that necessities.
And you have the choice, someone says to you, you can have a child now where you're struggling financially, or you can work a bit harder, or do something else and get more financially stable and then decide. I would say, be a bit more financially stable and then have a child. Because I feel like the knock-on effect...
There shouldn't be a time on it.
No, there's not a time. I agree with you there. You can never have a time limit on it.
Right, so that's what you're doing. You're giving it a time.
I'm not giving it a time. I don't think there's any appropriate time to have a child. I'm not saying, you have to wait till this age.
Okay,
But when you're financially...
thank you. Thank you so much, Danny. All right, LV, what do you have to say?
No, I respect what you're saying, and that's what it sounds better coming from your mouth and not someone who's not.
What? Yeah, what? Because... So Gloria can make a really good point, but it's unvalid because she's not a mum. Come on, man. Come on,
Lived it, you know what I'm saying? And fair enough, you did say what you had to say, Gloria. I weren't trying to disrespect you.
And as parents, I think we respect each other and have an understanding.
Yes, and that's what it is.
And I don't feel like this is...
I don't think you're wrong, and I don't think I'm wrong.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like that.
We're in between.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry to do this to you.
Okay, that was the whole point of like, now they want to hug it. After all of that,
It's not stop the violence. Start the violence, bro.
has anybody's opinion been swayed? Anybody switching sides? No, we have no one switching sides. And that is it for today's episode of No Shade. I want to know what you guys think at home. Have your minds been changed? You know what to do. Like, subscribe. This has been Wall of Entertainment with No Shade. See you on the next episode.
No, my mind has not been changed. My mind has not been changed, and I actually believe that you do need money to have kids. Not a lot of money, but I mean enough money to at least have the bare minimum. That's my point. But yeah, that's enough for me anyway. That's enough for the video. What do you guys think in the comments below? If you guys agree, disagree, you guys with LV, with Danny? What do you guys think? I think it was a good debate. A very, very good debate. I mean, I know LV was doing a bit too much, but in general, like, listen, like, I think LV does make some decent points at the end of the day, because I think love is really important. Like, I don't say money is an illusion. I have said that before, but it's still important. Like, I'm not saying that, oh yeah, I'm not going to be working for money ever again. Money still facilitates life, unfortunately. But in general, like, I think it's good to balance out though. It's good to have that money and the love at the same time. I mean, I guess if you had to really pick one, I'd say the money a little bit more, because then the kid will have a better life. But the love will still be there at the same time. So what do you guys think in the comments below? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff as well. As I said, any other videos you want me to react to, drop me down in the comments below, DM me personally. I will leave the original link in the description. Road to 150 subs and also road to 200 subs. I want to get 200 subs by the end of the year, guys. Let's try it. Let's try it as a community. Try and get to 200 subs. Share the video. Do that good stuff, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.